and today I'm gonna talk about my high school math big project. So the topic is to be fit or not fit. Yeah. And basically, in this video I will talk about the probability because I have learned the probability in this quarter. So first thing that I have to do is I have to find the topic that I'm interested about, and my topic is which gender are more likely to choose a partner with fit body. Yeah. And my hypothesis is boys are likely to choose a girl with fit body rather than not. And I need to find that my hypothesis will be rejected or accepted. Also, I need to survey people in my school, middle school to high school, which is grade 6 to grade 12, and find the probability of which gender are more likely to choose a partner with fit body. Yeah. Now I will give you a background information. Why I'm interested about this, because I'm one of the person who like to exercise and prefer to have a fit body. Everyone prefer that, maybe. Keep your body fit or other hands called exercise is help you a lot, and also is give you many advantage, such as it decrease your risk of disease. Also it make you look better and feel good about yourself. Also improve the physical and mental health too. Yeah, so it's really important to keep your body fit. That's why I'm really interested about that. And I want to know how people feel about other gender, like if other gender have fit body, how they feel, how is their attitude about, and which they are prefer, like having fit or not fit. Yeah. And now let's see my big project. I will explain more, but I need to show you the task that I make, so I can explain with the picture too, so it's more easy to understand.
I live my day as if it was the last. Live my day as if there was no past. Doing it all night, all summer. Doing it the way I wanna. Yeah, I'ma dance my heart out till the dawn, but I won't be.
And this is my big project. To be fit or not fit. This is title. It's like kind of like beam toe, like I already said. Introduction, background information. I already said why I'm interested about this topic. Research question. For my research question is which gender are more likely to choose a partner with a fit body? As you know that my hypothesis is the boy are likely to choose a girl with fit body rather than not fit. But the opposite thing that will happen is the girl are likely to choose a boy with fit body rather than not fit. This is what I think. And explanatory value, as you know, is gender because the gender are categorical and it cannot be measured. Response variable, having fit body or not fit body. Same as male and female, it cannot be measured and is categorical value too. The method. So the population is in Neva International School. I have surveyed 221 people. 105 are boy and 116 are girl. The sample is the student in Neva International School, which is middle school and high school. And choosing subject is randomly. The way that I'm collecting my data is using a survey monkey. So the first step is I'm just creating an account and creating a question, and when you're done with your question you just submit, and the website will give you the link to share to other people, and then you can share the link to middle school and high school, and then I go ask the teacher and student like how many boys and girls are in their class and how many students in the class to make sure that the information are right. The next one is research instrument. So what I use is questionnaire is the way to use this is the way to use for getting the data. So the question that I use is what grade are you? What is your gender, and do you like fit boys or girl? Yeah. So in this statistic method, I will explain the each rule of probability that I have used in this big project, and I will explain how to check that the two events are independent or not independent. So the independent event, this is the equation of independent event. So how to find that the two events are independent or not independent? You need to using this formula. So this one is for independent event. You just input your event inside the equation and then you done with calculation and get the result. If the results say that both sides, which is this side and this side, having an equal number, it mean that it's independent. But if it not, it mean not independent, which is called like dependent. Yeah. So if the result of your event is independent, you can not not independent, sorry. You can continue doing the not independent to prove that it's not independent. So you're using this equation, and if you're done with the calculation, the result will show if they show that both sides are having equal number, which means the event is dependent. So it's true that it's not independent. Yeah. So why we have to solve this two times? First, we need to be sure about the result, and the second is show that two events are having a relationship between each other if it's independent, if it's not independent. Yeah. So why we have to finding this probability? Because it can help us know that our hypothesis will be accept or reject. So if the hypotheses are not independent, it means the hypotheses are accepted because these two events are having a relationship between each other. But don't forget that even if dependent, it doesn't mean that it dependent on each other, but it just have a relationship between each other. Yeah. And if the hypotheses are independent, it means that your hypotheses are rejected. Yeah. And this is my result. This is total of girl, total of boy, and all of people that I have the array. So in this one, I need to find the probability of each one. So the probability of girl is 116, sorry, over 221. So I have to find a probability of girl, boy, like girl, and boy with fit body, the like girl or boy with fit body, girl and like boy with fit body, boy and like girl fit body, or girl and the like boy with fit body, boy the like girl with fit body, girl given to like boy with fit body, or boy given to girl with fit body. And this is a chart. As you can see, it have a different like value. And this is how to solve that the your event are independent or not. So for mine is I using my hypothesis is being boy are like and like girl with fit body are independent or not. I using this. So I use independent probability is this one. Input your event A. My event A is boy. B is like girl with fit body. You just input it and you're gonna get like this. And then you input the number. You can know the number in your chart, in your table, and you input the number and you calculate. As you can see that both sides are not equal, which mean that they are not independent. So you can continue proving that is not independent, like for real, by using not independent event. Is this one. And then when you calculate, as you can see, both sides are equal, which means this is not independent is true. So it means it's not independent, which other hands call it dependent. Yeah. In discussion, as you know that Neva International have been surveyed and it start at grade 6 to grade 12. All of the total people are 221 people, which total of boy are 48% and total of girl are 52%. The total of people who like fit body is 65% and don't like fit body is 35%. The girl and like boy with fit body is 44%. The boy with like girl with fit body is 21%. And the girl and don't like fit boy is 8%. And the boy and don't like fit girl is 27%. Girl given to like boy with fit body is 84%. And boy given to like girl with fit body is 44%. The interesting thing in this one that I have found is a girl are more likely to choose a boy with fit body rather than not fit. So, as you know that my hypothesis say that the boy are likely to choose a girl with fit body rather than not fit, but it's opposite. It's have changing my attitude that the girl are more likely to choose the boy with fit body rather than a boy. Yeah. So it mean my result have found that is opposite my hypothesis. Yeah. And my conclusion. So my hypothesis, as you know, is boy are likely to choose a girl with fit body rather than not fit. So I need to prove that my hypothesis will be accepted or rejected. So first I need to prove that it's independent or not independent. And as you know that the result have been see that my hypotheses are not independent because because both sides are not equal, and then you can still prove that the hypothesis is not independent by using not independent rule is this one, and the result that I get is both sides are equal, which means it's dependent. And as you know that if the hypotheses are independent, it mean it reject, but if it's not independent, it mean it accept. And in my case, my hypothesis is accepted because my hypothesis is not independent event. Yeah. So it means choosing girl or boy with fit body and gender have relationship between each other, but still it doesn't mean it depend on each other. And the probability of choosing the girl choosing boy with fit body is 84%, which is this one. And the boy choosing girl with fit body is 44%, is this one. So as you can see that a girl are more likely to choosing a boy with fit body more than the boy will choose a girl with fit body. Yeah. So we move to standard. Yay! So in this one, I will explain all the standard I have learned this quarter. Let's start with first one is SCP-1. So we have learned how to solve an event and find a probability by using a subset of sample, and we learn what is mean union, intersection, and complement event. Yeah. So this is what I have learned. So for the 15 that in the middle of the circle is called intersection, or other hands called and. For example, have 30 people in classroom, 4 people like to play game, 2 people like to read book, and 15 people like both of it, and 9 like neither of it. So how find a probability of people who like both. So probability of G is game and B, and it's like intersection as you know. So we use the in the middle is 15, right? Over 30 over R, yeah. And move to the second one is find the probability of union, or in the other hands called OR. So we use P probability of G or B. So you add up 4, 15, and 2 because it's everything divided by 30, and you will get the answer. Yeah. And why did you learn it? Because as you know, what when we learn probability, we know how to predict the chance of something that might happen, and we can know like how many percent is gonna happen or not, or the chance that it will gonna happen 100% or 0%. And you can find the percentage of an event that you're not sure about. The probability can involve like in many things such as business, about the health in hospital, social statistic, and yeah, statistical computer. Yeah, computing. Yeah. And the next standard is SCP-2. So we have learned independent and dependent formula, and how to find the event A and B that is happen are independent or not independent by the product of their probability. Yeah. So how do I know I learn it? So I can understand and find the answer, like I know how to solve. So for example, we use independent formula, right? Is this one. And then we use the table to find the result. So being left-handed and having left thumb on the top are independent or not. So as you know that we want to find is independent or not, you use the probability of this one of independent, the probability of this also is called like formula of this thing. And then you input the event, you change into this probability of left-handed and left thumb on top equal to probability of left-handed times probability of left thumb on top equation, and you will get the answer. So as you can see that both sides are not equal, so which mean they are not independent because both sides are not equal. Yeah. So why did you learn it? Because I think learning this help many ways, such like because it apply to real life. Yeah, and with knowing formula of dependent or not independent is also and also how to solve it, it make you understand that understand the relationship between two events, and you can use in the future such as business and science thing. Yeah. So in SCP-3 we have learned a conditional probability. Yeah. So how do you know you learn it? Because I understand and know how to do the conditional probability. So conditional probability have two formula. Is this one and this one. Example is this. So we need to find the randomly select student in major in engineering with the what is the probability that student is in the matching band, or as you know that the conditional probability is kind of like given like the event A given to event B like this. So you input the formula, you use this event, right? So as you can see, we want to find the probability of students that are in matching bands but select from the major of in engineering, right? So matching given to engineering, you can see like matching given to engineering is 40, right? And then over 175, and then we will know the answer. Why did I learn it? Because conditional probability are one of the most like important thing in probability, and it's the concept of probability theory too, and it help us understand the probability of event A that given to event B too. Why it's occur like this. SCP-4. So in this standard, basically we learn how to create the table, like the two-way table, and how to find the result of an event. Also the table for solve the probability in independent and conditional probability too. Yeah. So how do I know I learned it? Because I can create the two-way table, and I can find the result by using the table and the missing number in two-ways table too. Yeah. And this is what I have. So in this one, they give just a little table and some of information, like the total of 975 students were interviewed. 46% of them have at least one household member who smoke, and 23% of the total have asthma and don't have household member who smoke, and 68% of students do not have asthma. So as you know that we know that a total of all students are 973, so we input in here. And then you know that's 47% of them having at least one of the holder members smoke, right? The household members smoke, right? So 7 77 47%. You time the 47% with the total of students, so it's 937, and then you will get the result is 440. So the answer is 440. So you input here, and then when you know two of this, you just minus two of this together, and then you will get this side. And they give more information is 23% of the total have asthma but do not have household member who smoke. So it's this one, no household member smoke and student have asthma. So how to find this? You just use 23% time with 937, and you will get the answer is 250, same as this one. And the last one, you know that 68% of students do not have asthma, right? So you do all the same thing. So you just use 68% times 939, you would get the answers. And then as you know that you get the answer of this one already, and you get the answer of this one already, so you just minus two of this answer, and you will get in the middle. You just do like this in every boxes. Yeah. So So why did I learn it? Because two-way table is really important thing, and it's a part to find the probability, and also is represent the result and provide the structure and interpret in the data. Yeah, and we can have a lot of information by looking at a small table because it shows like the frequency of the two variable. Yeah, and it's really important to know that because you can create two-way table, and it help you with your probability and calculation, also guide your way too. Move to SCP 5 and 6. I will combine two standards together because it's kind of same. So what did I learn? I learned how to solve the conditional probability and independent of the event that I got. Also understand the language and the situation of the keyword and the concept of conditional probability and independent too. I understand how did you know you learn it? I understand I can explain how to find the conditional probability of event. So as you know that it have two formula, right? As you know it have two formula, right? So we use the table. And as you know, this is the language of uh conditional probability. It's gonna kind of like this. Like what is the probability that if a randomly select student is female, she participate in the after school program. This is kind of like the conditional probability because the participate giving to female. So you just look at the table, participate and female, you're gonna get this, right? And female is 580, so just 232 232 over 580, and you will get the answers. Is 40%. And we use the probability of A given to probability of B. Yeah, in this one. Why did I learn it? As you know that the conditional probability and independence rule are the part of the probability, and it's really important to us because the probability give like you the way to think about the decisions and the make you control the thing. Also, it's useful in business and help you know the percentage of thing and understand the situation in that time. Move to SCP-7. So in this one, we learn the addition rule. So the addition rule, the formula of addition rule is this one. Or other hand, is called uh, mutually exclusive. Yeah, and we learn how to solve it. So like same as this one, we use the table like because we learn probability, so we mostly use the table to give the result, right? So first we use the formula that we know this one, right? So the question is to find probability of being a female or participating in an after school program. So F is female. As you can see, I input the event, like I changed the event A and B to the event that I have got. So the probability of F or B equal to probability of F plus probability of P, probability and minus probability of F and P. So F is female and P is participate. Now you input the numbers inside and you calculate, and both sides are equal. So the answer is both sides are equal. And why did you learn addition rule are really important in the probability, and it provides us the way to calculate the probability of even A or B. Also, learning this because we know the difference between mutually exclusive and the non-mutually exclusive event, and how to find probability of each using the addition rule of the probability and application in life such as business too. SCP-8. Okay. I have learned the multiplication rules, which is this one. It have two, like probability of A and B. Like this one is gonna be the difference is B given to A, and this one is A given to B. So we have like kind of two formula. And in this one, find the probability of junior and having a drive license. So we use the probability of A and B given to A. So probability of J and D. J is junior and D is drive. Equal to probability of J times probability of D given to J, sorry. And you input the formula, input the numbers, and you will get the answers. It's quite easy. So why I learning this? Because in the future, such as in the university or even that when we work, we need to learning the multiplication rule, and it make you understand the relationship between two events. Such as if you have a business, you can use this formula to create the relationship between two of this to understand the relationship between two events that you make. Yeah, and how it relates to each other. And SCP-9, what we have learned in this one is we have learned the permutation and combinations and how to solve it. What is mean by permutation and combination? Yeah. So the permutation is a set of number of things that can be ordered, which means that order is matter. It have two type. The two type of permutation is it can be repetition and not repetition. So for example, in this one, we have 10 digit, right? And we want to find how many 4-digit codes are available to not if no digits are repeat, right? So it's 10p4 because we have tens number and we want to use 4 number that we want to select. Yeah, and we use P because okay, so let's understand that the formula of permutation is NPR. So N is a thing that you have, so it's 10, right? Such as like 10 digit. And 4 is the number that you choose, like how many you choose. So in this one is called is choose like 4 digit, right? So we just put in this one. NPR using for the permutation that can be repeat, but N and have like R here. We use for repeat are allowed. Yeah. So NPR here, the permutation cannot be repeat, but N and R small here is we can use for the repeat. Yeah. And this one is for example that the digit can repeat. So how many different 4-digit passcodes are possible if the digit can be repeat? N equal to 10 because as you know the digit has 10 digit, right? 0 to 9. And R is equal to 4 because we want to find 4 digits. So in this one we need 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 because it can repeat, right? So you can put like any number over like 9 to 0 to 9 and you can repeat, so it's 10 10 10. But if it cannot repeat, it's going to be 10 times 9 times 8 and times 7 because you already used this one, so this one is going to be lower and lower and lower. But this one you can be repeat. So but in the easy way you can use just only 10 and have 4 here. And this one is combination, is the set of number that the order doesn't matter. Yeah. And the formula is NCR. Number 4 pieces of candy are random in the bag, and 5 are orange and 7 are brown. So how many different way can we can like select the 4 piece from 12 color piece? So you just use 12 is the everything that you have, like the original that you have is 12, right? And 4 is the number that you want to choose is 4 piece, right? So you just use this formula. Yeah. And why you learning this? Because this help you calculate the result in real life of the event that you have and help you understand the different way to select the thing. Also is relate to business and it involved in the future too. Move to SMD6. We have learned how to find a fair price by using the formula and making fair decisions by using a probability. So the fair price, this is the formula of fair price. But in this one, mostly we use for the raffle ticket. But we can use two formula is this one and this one. And this one called expected value. But no matter what formula you use, the answer is gonna be the same. But mostly this one used for raffle ticket and this one used for normal. Okay, you can see example here. So in this one, we have we have two formula, and when is answer when the result is come out is the same. And why learning this? Because it's really important because you can use this in business like to know the fair price, and with knowing fair price you can, for example, if you create your product and you want to sell and the fair price is like 3 baht and you can sell out for like 5 baht, so you can get profit more and you know that you earn how many like baht of profit. Yeah. And this SMD7, in this one we learn how to find a fair price too, but in this one we use fair price to check that the thing that we have done is earn money or lose money or break even, and we analyze the decision. So how do I know I learn it? So I have done this. In this one is like the hospital like try to do the commodity thing, and they sell the ticket for $5, and they want to know that they earn money or losing money or breaking even. So first you need to find the fair price first by adding the cost with the probability, like adding a value with probability, and you will get the result, right? You add the result together of this and you will get the fair price is 2.85. Now the way to know that you earn money or lose money or breaking even, you take the ticket that you sell is $3, right? You minus $3 with 2.85 is the fair price, and then you will get 0.50. So it means that the hospital are gain money 0.15 like cent. Yeah. So it mean that is earn money, but if it's minus here, like in front, it's gonna be like losing money. Yeah. So why do we learn this? Because in this one, by learning this, by learning the analyze decision and thing, you can use this concept in real life, such as in business, so you can know how to find that your company earn money or losing money or breaking even in company. Yeah. And this is referent. And